In my book, Future Smart, I talk about the brave new future in medicine. I talk about how this is kind of the dark ages. We're just kind of learning a bit about where disease comes from. There's still a tremendous amount of debate. Certainly, cancer, cardiovascular disease still ravages, the first developed world. But, quite frankly, there's many other diseases such as anemia and other diseases that deal with malnutrition that we could be resolving today if we had a better supply chain for medicine and we were able to make medicines a lot cheaper and faster and distribute them around the world. But in my book, I talk about what's next for medicine. I talk about the forces of medicine, being able to focus more on prevention, prediction, and some of the new technologies that will, I think, excitedly create the future. One of the most interesting technologies, certainly, that relates to medicine is nanotechnology. Now, there's a lot of, interest in, will we inject ourselves with nanobots that will, clean out our arteries and give us, eternal life for longevity? And the answer is, I'm sorry to say, is yes, but probably no. Why? Because many of the diseases that are associated with clogged arteries may be about other things. Now, when you use nanotechnology, again, you think about a device or a product or even a nanobot that would be 100,000 times smaller than the tip of a hair. What might be the implications for that for medicine? Well, would we be able to clean out arteries? Yes, but more importantly, we'd be able to deliver a diagnostic tool to determine prior to getting a heart attack, what are the conditions that might lead to that? So a device that lives inside of your body that would be able to diagnose, predict, and then eventually stave off or prevent that heart attack. Or prior to cancer occurring, we diagnose and then wirelessly communicate outside of your body to your hospital, doctor, or even your app of when you might, get sick or when you might be at risk for. Maybe the 10 steps before you get cancer, the 10 steps before you get Alzheimer's, or you have, an ulcer or other kinds of conditions. That's the role of nanotechnology. But I will say that regenerative medicine, the ability to regenerate your organs, whole organ regeneration, is going to happen in your lifetime. I have seen at the World Stem Cell Conference, I have seen in stem cell experiments, tremendous developments where we take some of your adult stem cells and we use these stem cells to be able to regenerate, some bone, or being able to build a retina. Some fantastic work done at Dr. Akano's lab in Japan. We're at the cusp of using regeneration, but regenerating entire organs. And of course, using your cells to regenerate organs, whole organs, eventually. So what it looks like is we, in our lifetime, would be able to prevent, predict, when you put together diagnostics, being able to understand genomically what your health profile is in your future, and then being able to grow organs on demand from your stem cells, and then having this ongoing capability to be able to diagnose, predict, and then build organs on demand. This will come to not just make people's lifetimes between 120, 150, maybe even edge up even more towards 200. Being able to live life free of many diseases will be achievable in our lifetime and certainly our children's lifetime. And if you could just live long enough to be able to be around for these experiments in stem cell development, certainly in predictive health, the application of big data, you're going to see a lot more technologies around cognitive systems that help us diagnose us to be able to live longer, will lead to really a revolution. So this is what I'm talking about in Future Smart. And I hope you'll read the book and maybe communicate with me about what my forecasts are about and what you think about the future of medicine. Thanks.